What's going on, everybody? Choke here, Choke TV. So I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube right after this came out, this DLSS patch for Tarkov, and there's a lot of confusion going on. A lot of these videos are showing the game running at 1080p with DLSS on, and people are not getting the results they expected. And that is because DLSS works better at higher native resolutions. So I'm going to show you an example here. I play at 1440p. Well, it's 3440 by 1440, which is the ultra wide resolution for 1440p. And I'm just going to run through an offline raid real quick and show you the difference between frame rates with DLSS on and DLSS off. So we'll get started here. Here we are on customs. This is the road leading up to the dorms. I have DLSS disabled right now. Let me show you my settings. So here you can see these are the settings that I play at. Probably not optimal for everybody. This is what I prefer. DLSS is off. We'll go back to the raid and you'll see, just staring down the road here, I'm getting just above 100 FPS, about 105. We'll go ahead and walk around. You can see it stays pretty consistent. Customs is one of the most optimized maps in Tarkov, so it's already a pretty high frame rate map anyway compared to other maps. So we'll just walk to the end of the road here, look around, pay attention to the power lines and these cranes off in the distance, because those are going to look a lot different when we enable DLSS. Alright, so we're at the road here. We've gone up to about 110 FPS, so we've gained 5-6 FPS just walking down the road. Alright, we're going to run back to dorms here. My system specs, by the way, I'm on a 5900X and a 3080 Ti. So pretty high-end system. I understand that not everybody needs that, and yes, I could get away with not running DLSS in this game just fine, but the higher the frames, the better. Okay, so now we're going to turn on DLSS. Keep in mind, no DLSS, about 105 frames right here. We're going to go over here into our graphics, turn on DLSS to quality mode, push save. Now look up in the left-hand corner, and we're at about 150 FPS. All we did was turn on DLSS. Again, we're at 1440p native here. It is upscaling from 1080p. That's why we're seeing the difference. If you try to do this at 1080p, it's going to upscale from a 720p, and you're just not going to get that big of a performance difference from 720p to 1080p. And again, we'll walk down the road here. Look at these. There is a lot more detail in those cranes and in these power lines than you saw before. So, like, DLSS is improving our image quality while also boosting our frame rate by about 20% in this particular scenario. So, other maps, I don't think it's going to scale as well. I did do some testing on Lighthouse, because that seems to be the most horrible map for frame rate, and I only saw about a 7% increase in frames, which is about, I don't know, 5 or 6 frames per second. So we got all the way up to, what did we get here? We got up to about 160 at the end of the road here. I saw it for a second. It's down to 155 now. But so yeah, that's a pretty big boost on this map. So just keep in mind, if you're running at 1080p, you're unfortunately not going to see that big of a boost with DLSS. You need to be running at higher native resolutions to get the full potential. So we'll go over my settings one more time. DLSS is on quality. We can turn it to balanced. Let's see what it does on balanced. I haven't actually done this yet. So balanced, we gained about 5 FPS. And our image quality, I can see it's not quite as crisp. Well, there's also a bug or something with the optics. Like, you can see it just, like, it's so much blurrier when you look down the optic. You just lose a lot of resolution. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's planned or what, but it seems to be new to this patch. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. So we gained about 5 FPS there, going from quality to balanced DLSS. We're consistently above 150 FPS. Obviously, this is an offline raid too, guys. Going in a live raid, we're not going to get this high FPS. But hopefully it should scale evenly with the frame rate. So if I'm seeing a 20 FPS boost offline, I should still see a 20 FPS boost on an online raid. Just the frame rate will be a bit lower. Okay. And we'll just change it to performance real quick just to see what that looks like. And definitely doesn't look as good visually, but look, we're at up to 180 FPS now. And I'm getting tearing. Oh, I know why I'm getting tearing. I'm getting tearing because my G-Sync monitor only goes up to 160 hertz, and we were at 180, so couldn't keep up there. But still, it doesn't look bad, and I'm getting significantly higher frames. And this is just customs. Again, it's the most optimized map. You're going to see the most increase on this map out of any other map in the game, other than maybe factory or labs. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope it helps you guys understand. Feel free to drop a comment and ask any questions. I always try to respond. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you liked what you saw, if you learned anything, or don't. I don't care. I just do this for fun. So I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for watching.